Welcome to Ask the Personal Trainer podcast, brought to you by ForeverFit.tv with your host, Nicola Riley, here to help you find real health and wellness.
Welcome to Ask the Personal Trainer podcast. I'm Nicola Riley, online personal trainer, nutrition and lifestyle coach with the online gym at foreverfit.tv/online gym. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk about how you can include your kids in your workout. Now, I know there are so many mums out there. There's mums in the online gym that struggle to find ways to exercise when you've got to look after the kids. And you can either use this as an advantage, or you can use this as a tool to help you get a really fun workout in and help you spend more quality time with your kids. Kids love interaction, and it's a really important time for them to be able to learn the importance of exercise, and it's really important for your kids to see you exercise and see you as a shining example for them to live up to, or them to be motivated from. And so don't use the fact that the kids are there and that you need to get a babysitter to head away. Get them involved in your workouts. If you're doing a workout in your living room in the online gym that's got there's no equipment involved and it's a really short workout, get them doing it with you, because kids need to move, and they can have a whole lot of fun while you work out, and it could be a really fun time for you to bond with your kids as well. So not only is getting them involved going to help, including, so this is very dependent obviously on the age of your kids, but if they're moving around, they're between the ages of say 3 and 5, most kids most probably be at school by then, so still got toddlers running around. Get them involved and get them rolling in the ground and doing all the workouts with you. And there's some cool exercises that you can do that add your kids into the workout and make things a little bit harder. So if you have got a little toddler, then use your kids as the weights. And a cool thing to do this is put them on your lap while you do tricep dips, and use them as a heavy weight to get some more strength happening in your arms. And then get them sitting on your belly while you do crab walks across your living room. Then get them sitting on your back while you do some bear crawls, so your back stays parallel to the ground but you're crawling across the ground. Then do press-ups, get them back on your back again. Then you could play games where you're doing broad jumps, you're doing jumps and then playing leapfrog, or you're adding some jumps into the workout. And if I had a kid to use as an example, I would have these workouts in the online gym, but there's so many of these short workouts. I don't have the kid as the example, but I do have a dog that occasionally pops up on my lap that I can use as a weight. She's got a mind of her own, so she won't stay there though. So don't be afraid to use your kids as workouts, as tools and weights in your workouts. Then there's some other ways that you can add kids into your routine. So children love to play, so you can add some really cool games into your weekly schedule where you are playing with the kids. Now, if your child is old enough to kick a soccer ball or old enough to throw a frisbee, then these are really good tools for you to be able to use, and you can head outside to a park. So something that's quite a cool routine to do is you head out doors, and it could be like a 400-metre track or just a park where you can jog around the outside. They could be in the stroller if they're little, or they could be running beside you. If it's just 5 minutes just to jog around the park to warm yourself up, is a really good thing you can do together. And then you might get them kicking a soccer ball or throwing a frisbee or hitting a ball with a bat, and then you sprint after that ball. So instead of playing fetch with your dog, you are the dog and the kid is playing fetch with you, and they will love that. And it's such a good way to not only include just sprints into your week, but then you could also be racing with a dog. We do this with Ellie all the time, where you'll throw the ball and you'll sprint with the ball and with Ellie, and it's a race to get there. She always wins because I'm slow. But it's a really fun game to play, and you can do this with your kids. And what better thing to do on a beautiful sunny day, head outside and go to a park and just play around. Or you could do this on the weekend if your kids are at school, and this could be something that you are helping them stay active and strong, and helping them prevent disease and obesity, and teaching their bodies to be strong and robust. So we need to make sure that not only do you need the bouts of high intensity exercise, it's really important for kids to learn how to sprint, learn how to move their body and keep them really strong. So instead of using things inside like the Wii Fits and PlayStations, get them outside and get them moving, and just have some real fun games with them. And if you were to do the weighted workout once a week with the sprints once a week, and then you actually did lots of low intensity movement, and your kids were by your side the entire time, you could be keeping yourself really fit and really strong. So don't use kids at home as an excuse that you need a babysitter and that you can't exercise. Think of really fun ways to add kids to your workout. And when we have got kids running around this house, I will have some prime examples. I just haven't quite got a subject that I can do some examples with at the moment. So my dog is it, and you can check out all those workouts in the online gym, all things you can do in your living room. Kid could be asleep, or they could be doing it along with you. So I hope you enjoyed that little tip. Find some ways to include kids in your workout. Use it as a really cool bonding time. Teach them about fun exercise and get them moving their bodies so that they become stronger, more agile human beings, instead of spending too much time in front of the television or on the PlayStation. Hey, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you next week for another episode of Ask the Personal Trainer. Check out all the workouts in the online gym, over 400 workouts you can do in your living room, everything to help you get in the best shape of your life, menus, cooking classes, yoga routines, sculpt and tones, extremes, all the tools to help you successfully make changes to your body. I will see you on the inside. The materials and content in this podcast are there to educate and to inform. There is no substitute for professional care by a doctor or other qualified medical professional. This podcast is provided on the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services. Instead, I encourage you to discuss your options with your healthcare provider who knows your condition and your health history. Guests who speak on this podcast express their own opinions, experience and conclusions. Nicola Riley encourages you to make your own healthcare decisions based on your research and in partnership with your qualified healthcare professional. The materials and content in this podcast are there to educate and to inform. There is no substitute for professional care by a doctor or other qualified medical professional. This podcast is provided on the understanding that it does not constitute medical or other professional advice or services. Instead, I encourage you to discuss your options with your healthcare provider who knows your condition and your health history. Guests who speak on this podcast express their own opinions, experience and conclusions. Nicola Riley encourages you to make your own healthcare decisions based on your research and in partnership with your qualified healthcare professional.